Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. I know the suspense is killing you, right? About the music. There was definitely a song. It was a Spanish song. And I just kind of like opened up Spotify and it started to play right as I was meditating. Well, coming out of meditation when it comes to the Virgos. So this is Virgo. This is your reading. I'm trying something new here. So this is going to be for the months of October, November, and December. Sorry. There's definitely, at least starting with October, there is this sense or this urge or pull when it comes to love, when it comes to trying to find someone that fits you or complements who you are. There definitely in the past has been a lot of, let's say, not such successful relationships. So there's definitely a pull, a want, a kind of almost like a need of trying to find a soulmate that truly gets you without you having to morph yourself or change part of who you are, but who truly accepts you as you are. And while all of these energies are kind of like and like the way that I see it, the way that I feel it, it's like they're all there, but they have been dormant for some time, again, because of failed relationships in the past. So there's definitely this huge space where Virgos, you no longer want to be alone. It's not that you can't be alone. It's not that you fall apart when you are alone. It's just you may be feeling during this time, especially during the October's energy, that you have been alone, for way too long. That's what I wanted to say. You have been alone for way too long. So there is definitely going to be a spike of energies, let's say, or emotions, energies pertaining to your emotions, where you're going to just really allow yourself to open up when it comes to love, to open up when it comes to connections with other, whether it is making new friends, collaborating more with people, just wanting to be a part of something. That's what I'm picking up. Wanting to be a part of something that is meaningful, wanting to be a part of something that is actually going to flourish. Now, then again, those were more like the October energies that I was picking up. And then we're going to clarify with some tarot cards toward the end, in case some of the energies are, again, the energies are going to be interchangeable. That's kind of why I wanted to go ahead and do these readings. And I'm going to make a video separate as to why I'm switching over to the 3-month period when it comes to the reading and what else the channel is going to have to offer. But when we go into November, there's definitely this space where you have either made certain connections or a very specific connection that allows you not just to be yourself, but it also within that space you feel like you're connected even closer to spirit, even closer to God, to the universe. You feel more connected than you have ever felt before. Again, I do feel that if it is one specific connection, for some of you it's going to be just one connection. It's going to be a romantic connection. But for others of you, it's kind of like your soul tribe is near you or is next to you. So it's allowing you to feel that type of unconditional love. Is allowing you to feel love in a different way. It's something that is definitely new to you guys. Well, for most of you anyways, because I do see that in the past, whenever you, oh, that's beautiful. Whenever you have tried to connect with individuals in this way, you kind of feel like you're always being hurt or somebody's always doing you wrong. They are showing me literally the tree of life and how it is that you are to see yourself as that tree. is what I'm picking up. You are to see yourself of someone full of life, of someone that has a lot to offer. And just as trees in the falls and in the winter, they lose their leaves, there are times when certain individuals have to be taken off or have to fall out of your life so that when spring comes again, meaning, when a new cycle is starting, then you're able to have the space, but also be healed enough to allow those that have been, in a sense, soulfully, I don't know why, soulfully looking for you, able to find you. But again, if you're still holding on, or you don't want your leaves to fall off and you want to hold on to things, then you don't allow those individuals to come through. So during November, that is going to be something very significant for you guys, where you're going to start seeing the manifestation of what happens when you release what you're asked to be released without fighting it or without holding yourself back. Towards the end of November, I am picking up that there's definitely going to be that's the thing. There is some type of connection that has not ended, either from your part or from the other person or other individual's side. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But the putting that connection, that ending on hold is it can cause, let's put it this way, an explosion of emotions from either this individual or from yourself. It doesn't really matter who starts the emotional explosion, like kind of like going at each other type of thing. But I do see that if you're not careful and if you do not allow yourself to release that, you're going to get caught up in the same cycle, and you are going to end up feeling a little unsteady. You are going to be feeling unbalanced. So just make sure that you keep an eye out for that. Whatever you're asked to, whether it's revealed to you in October or the beginning of November, whatever you're asked to release, just allow yourself to feel the emotions and to kind of look at it from as if you were watching kind of like a movie, and really see why you were holding on to something, what was really truthful about this connection, and what you were lying to yourself about in order to hold on to a person or a situation. As we start to move into the December energy, there's definitely here a lot of energy of creativity, a lot of energy of wanting to start new things, wanting to try new things. It's kind of like you're going to have a period of time anyways where you may feel like you're being pulled in different directions, or maybe like you're trying too many things, or you're trying to do too many things. But the beautiful thing is, excuse me guys, I sit on a stability pole, so there's always weird noises, but there's definitely this space where the trying new things and doing different things, let's put it this way, from the outside, people that are watching you and things like that may seem like you seem out of balance, but you're completely grounded, because again, whatever work you were asked to do in November, you went ahead and you did it. So therefore, all these new it's either new hobbies, new events. It's just literally trying different things is what I'm picking up. There's definitely this space where you just want to try something new, and you want to see where this new creativity, this new energy is going to lead you. So it's definitely here a sense of connecting with people from different backgrounds, different religious beliefs. When it comes to business, or when it comes to career, let's put it this way, I do feel that there's going to be an explosion of like success, where again, following your intuition when it comes to your creativity or whatever it is that you're led to do is going to open a lot more doors than you could have imagined, a lot more doors than you could have ever thought possible. towards the end of December, there's definitely going to be an energy of someone again, and I feel that this is whoever it was in November that you had the huge explosion with emotionally, where, you know, there was a lot of back and forth type of communication. There's definitely this space where, you know, as the year is closing, and you are in a better place. You are in the space of feeling secure, feeling assured, feeling like, you know what it is that you're working towards. There is this momentarily, this little, maybe for a few seconds, where you wish that you would have had that person next to you, where you wish that you could have shared with them whatever it is that you have been gifted during this time. But it's just from that energy. It's not from an energy of wanting to reach out. It's more of an energy like, I thought that when I got here, you were going to be with me. So just be careful with that energy. I'm not saying, excuse me, I'm not saying to ignore it. I'm just saying just be careful that you don't allow that energy or that space to kind of drag you back into thinking that you are to go back towards this person, because that's not what is coming up. There's definitely that energy that is coming in October, where you are, where you're feeling like, you know, you really finally want to be in a connection, or you want to give love a try, or whatever it is. There's definitely this space where that energy is definitely going to bring someone towards you, someone that is aligned with you, someone that is they're going to encourage you. And again, this can happen anywhere between October and December. Again, that's why I'm doing these readings, because everybody is in a different space. So it's like whoever it is that is coming towards you, well, whoever it is that you're going towards and they're coming towards you, because I see it as a mutual meet type of thing, is someone that is just going to get you. Let's just put it that way. It's somebody that you're going to get like automatically. There is there is definitely this energy, this sense of like a divine union. When you think of like the divine feminine, divine masculine energy, but it's unlike anything that you have ever felt or experienced before. And it's not just a one-sided type of energy. This is an energy, again, that is mutual on both sides. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out some tarot cards. We're going to pull out some tarot cards for October 1st. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, lower the camera just so you guys can see the cards. So I'm doing this a little different. And I'm going to release this video first and let me know what you guys think. So we're going to pull out 7 cards. One for the root chakra, one for the sacral, one for the solar, heart, throat, third eye, and the crown. And then we're going to get specific into these. So these videos may run a little longer than usual. So let's go ahead and see. So I'm going to pull out one for the root. The temperance. We have the sacral is the lover. The solar, we have the sun. For the heart, we have the 2 of cups, the 10 of swords for the throat. The third eye, we have the strength. And then we have the empress for the crown. So these are your 7 cards. Actually, I'm going to leave them up here. So this way you guys can, I think you guys can see all of them. Hopefully. So when we go ahead and we look at the temperance for your root chakra, wanting in October anyways, again, there's definitely this space or this need of wanting to feel secure, wanting to feel grounded, and doing whatever it is that is needed during this time to go ahead and attain this, to go ahead and receive this, is what I'm picking up. There's definitely this sense when it comes to your root chakra in October where you're tired of having that unbalance within yourself. You're tired of having that space or that energy where you really do not know what your next move is, or what it is that you're meant to do, or how it is that you can feel secure, not only in your environment, but also feeling secure within yourself. So this is definitely, for October, this is definitely what you guys are trying to attain. You guys are trying to attain that balance with balancing your emotions, balancing your emotions, balancing your outer world as well as your inner world. For the sacral, when it comes to your emotions, again, and it doesn't surprise me because what I was picking up for October, we have the Lovers. There's definitely this space where you're looking at love, you're looking at connection from a different angle. You're trying to see how, let's put it this way, how kind of like secluded or how narrow-minded you were when it was in regards to love at first, where now you're starting to see that love is not just about, oh, I just have this feeling. It's also about work within two, within two individuals when it comes to a connection, two people that are willing and wanting to work within a specific connection. So it doesn't surprise me, Virgo, that for you, for October, we have the Lovers as your sacral card. Because again, there's definitely this deeper going into realizing what it is that you truly have been kind of pushing aside, or what you have been keeping away from your life. Because again, you wanted a very specific person, and you wanted this person to change in order to be with you. So there's definitely a huge transformation when it comes to love, when it comes to your sacral chakra during this month. For the solar, we have the Sun card, right? So we're talking about that space of perfectionist, that space of like, how is it that you feel? How is your energy? Are you tired? Are you able to do the things that you want to do? Are you really living from your higher self? And there's definitely a space here when it comes to your solar chakra, that you are being more hopeful. You are starting to look at things kind of like more in a positive way, whether it is that you're speaking to yourself in a more positive way, or whether it is that you're trying to just look at situations that are occurring in your life from a different perspective, so that you do not allow them to drag you down, so that you do not allow them to kind of hold you back from where it is that you are, or where it is that you're trying to go. With the heart chakra, of course, we have the Two of Cups, wanting and looking for that balanced relationship, whether it is just romantically or platonic, when it comes to friends, when it comes to your co-workers, when it comes to individuals that you connect on a day-to-day basis. You want that equal give and take. You want that type of energy that is going to allow you to, again, feel like this connection, or these connections, are truly from unconditional love. And also realizing that you do not have to have certain expectations from people. You're only responsible for the love you give and how you truly love from your heart. With the throat chakra, we have the Ten of Swords, which is actually quite beautiful. There's definitely here a space where you are going to allow yourself to get out. You're going to allow your true voice to be heard. You're no longer holding back, or you're no longer holding back when it comes to what it is that you're trying to create, how it is that you're healing. Your words are going to allow you to heal a lot of things that you may have been holding back from yourself. Maybe things that you were unaware were actually happening during those times. For the third eye, we have the Strength card, and this is, we're talking about your intuitions, your senses, your psychic abilities, and things like that. There's definitely a sense where when we look at the Strength, is not that you have to be strong in this and this and that. Is more of a strength from within. Are you really working from your intuition? Are you really living your life based on what it is that you're being asked to do, based on what it is that you have been shown, based based on what it is that you have been asked to go ahead and create. So there's definitely here a space where you're being pushed or you're being guarded in October to really focus on, are the messages, are the things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis really coming from your intuition? Is this really truly who you are? And that is going to, in any case, with anybody, that takes a lot of strength, that takes a lot of self-reflection, self-awareness, and self-acceptance of the things that you have done, or the things that you have chosen to walk away from, or the things that you have chosen to still keep in your space, even after being asked to move away from it. As your last card for the crown chakra, we have the Empress. So we're talking about the enlightenment. We're talking about the understanding, the consciousness of things. There's definitely here a space where you have definitely, for a long period of time, Virgo, always kept yourself, let's put it this way, in a space of as the student. And now you're being asked that as you're progressing, as you're moving forward, and maybe now you're the one that is helping others. You're the one who those are coming for advice. But always remember that just because you're in a teaching or in a guiding type of energy during this time, there's always a space that you have to hold as a student. There's always a space that you have to hold to allow yourself to be able to learn more, to allow yourself to be able to gain more knowledge. So there's definitely here a full balance when it comes to October, which is actually quite beautiful. So then let's go ahead and see. Let's pull out some cards for November. What are we looking at in November? Okay. What are we looking at for November? So with your root chakra in November, we have the King of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups for your sacral. For the solar, we have the Eight of Cups. For the heart, we have the Three of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords for the throat. For the third eye, we have the Chariot. And for the crown, we have the Knight of Cups. So when we look at November and we're looking at the root chakra, then the King of Swords, there's definitely this space, I believe, that because of what you experience in October, you're not allowing, again, anything that is going to come in and make you feel insecure, anything that is going to make you feel ungrounded come through. You're definitely in this space where the boundaries that were set the month prior, you're keeping and you're making sure, and it's like this is not coming out as I'm seeing this card and I'm holding it, it's not coming out as something harsh. This is more, well, this is where I stand, and you need to accept how I am. You need to accept who I am if you want to be a part of what I'm doing, or you want to be a part of what I'm creating. I'm not here to please others. I'm not here to live my life dictated how others want me to live it. I am standing in my truth, and this is what I believe in. This is what allows me to feel secure. This is what allows me to feel like I am who I am type of energy. With the sacral, when it comes to your emotions, your intimacy, and carrying out where these boundaries that you have been setting to allow you to feel secure, to allow you to feel grounded, it is simply because you have been, between the end of October and the beginning of November, there's kind of like this inventory energy where you're kind of looking where you failed to set boundaries in the past and how that failure of boundaries allowed things to transpire in the way they did, whether it was connections that were built on, let's say, faulty, whether that energy, and I'm just repeating it because the camera froze, whether it was that you build connections on faulty foundations because, again, you just kind of just wanted people around, let's put it this way. But now it's like, it's not the quantity of individuals that you have around you. It is more about the quality of those individuals that are coming into your life. So because of that, boundaries definitely is going to be a huge thing for you guys in November. For the solar, we have the Eight of Cups. So there's definitely here an entire release of anything that was holding you back. An entire belief that you had to go ahead and fit to someone else's perfection instead of fitting to your own perfection. So there's definitely here a space where you Virgos are definitely, and this is the funny thing is with this energy, for the month of November, this is not going to come in as a forceful cry or a forceful kind of like feeling beat down or anything like that. It is just literally you're going to feel like there's just been weight that has been lifted off of you, which is beautiful. For your heart, we have the Three of Cups. This release here that is occurring of whatever it is that was holding you back, or whatever it is that you felt that was holding you back, Virgo, is definitely going to bring in this kind of harmonious joy to your heart, where you're just in a space of gratefulness. You're in a space of just celebrating all of your growth and where it is that you are and where it is that you're headed. You're like November, definitely the beginning to the middle of November, there is this space of feeling like you have accomplished something that you have worked for very hard. And again, this is all more of that internal work that you have been doing within yourself. When it comes to your throat chakra, and we have the Nine of Swords, I feel that because of the stand that you took in October, where you're going to start talking and speaking your truth, you're healing whatever it is that needs to be healed. You're releasing whatever it is that needs to be released. There is that energy that I was picking up when we were doing the water and candle, where there is somebody definitely that is going to come in emotionally. That person is coming in very emotionally, trying to again drag you back down to an energy that you have worked very hard to get out of. So just be careful in November that you do not allow yourself to, because this is kind of more like a mind game that can definitely trick you into either not speaking your truth or trick you into past energies that you have already dealt with, that you have already healed with. So just kind of be very careful with that. If you're holding yourself back, if you're not saying anything, or if you are saying something, make sure that it's connected to your intuition, to what your truth is from within yourself. For the third eye, we have the Chariot. I feel that November, especially because of, I feel that once you pass this space here with the Nine of Swords energy, with whoever it is that is coming to start drama or wanting to start an argument with you, your intuition is definitely going to be at play here. There is definitely a space where you have to identify the patterns that you have been asked to release. Are you still repeating the same patterns, or have you actually learned the lessons in order to get past those patterns? And now, are you still reacting, or are you responding to what it is that is coming towards you? So there's definitely here again, whatever it is that you started in October to feel more connected, to feel like you're living from your higher self, to feel like your intuition is on point, you definitely have to continue with that every single day or every other day, however it is that it fits to your schedule, so that you're getting the correct messages on how it is to deal with that energy of the person that is trying to come in to kind of shut you down. With the Crown, we have the Knight of Cups energy. So there's definitely here a space where from October to now, you have realized, you have the understanding, it's like you finally comprehend that you're not responsible for how others react. You're not responsible for the karma that they create for themselves. You're just responsible for being yourself and for going into connections, going into relationships as yourself, as your authentic self, without having to hide who you are. Those that are ready for the true Virgo, those that are ready to celebrate and enjoy and love Virgo as they are going to definitely be in a space of receiving you as you are. But again, this definitely took a long time of you accepting yourself, of you living your life how you want to live it, what you consider to be your truth, in order to free yourself from that energy where you had to constantly be different people depending on who you were around. Let's put it that way. So now let's go ahead and let's pick out some cards for December. December. So what is at the root chakra for December? The King of Wands, the Sacral, the Two of Cups, the Solar, the Six of Swords, the Heart, the Ace of Wands. I don't know why I want to shuffle them in between. For your throat, the Six of Wands, your third eye, the Chariot again, and then for your crown we have the Moon. Okay, so December's energy definitely, I feel that there's definitely this empowerment that you guys have had between October and November that really allows you to not just be grounded, but it's also seen around others. There's definitely this energy, this frequency that others can notice. So there's definitely a lot of people are being drawn to you, Virgo, because even if you don't speak about your growth, even if you don't speak about your experiences, it's like in the way that you carry yourself, in the way that you do things, others can see it, others can sense it. And it's because, again, you have definitely stayed or being advised anyways during December to stay in an energy, in a space where you're being true to yourself, where you're allowing your true nature to show. And it's a beautiful thing. And for a lot of people, this is the first time that they actually see the true Virgo, if that makes any sense. For the Sacral, we have the Two of Cups. A lot of you may have started a connection or are in the beginning stages of a connection. There's somebody that, I feel that there's somebody that came forward, let's put it this way, somebody that you met, somebody that kind of gets you, and they kind of are like your perfect match. Again, I was picking up that divine type of energy when it came to this union. This is somebody that truly gets you and truly accepts you, and this is somebody that is going to be very easy for you to accept them, and it's going to be very easy for you to kind of just click with them, which is actually quite beautiful. For the Solar, we have the Six of Swords. There's definitely a space here where you're no longer battling the energies that kind of kept you held back. You're no longer fighting that energy of where you kind of like, you would struggle to get through the week, or you would struggle to get through the month or through the day or whatever it is. There's definitely a cleansing of that energy where that energy is no longer within your space. That energy is no longer within your life. And you're able to now kind of reflect at what patterns kind of kept you stuck within those energies. What was it that you yourself were doing that was keeping you in this kind of like never-ending cycle where you would get to a certain place and then kind of retract or kind of get stuck? So there's definitely a space here that if you continue on doing the work, if you continue on with your spiritual routine, and you continue as you're guiding and teaching others, always being in this place of being a student, you're not going to, moving forward, have those spaces or have those energies where you kind of feel like you have to rest for like a month, or you have to rest for like 3 weeks, or you feel drained or anything like that. With the Heart, we have the Ace of Wands. There's definitely a space where you feel like you have definitely found balance when it comes to romance. You have definitely found that love connection, and just connections with others as well, where all of those individuals that have come into your life between October and now are individuals that are meant to be there, are individuals that are truly part of your soul family. So there's definitely this kind of sense of this peacefulness of love, like of this unconditional love for everyone and for everything. And it's actually kind of and again, I feel that has a lot to do with the way that individuals are seeing you during this time. With the Throat, we have the Six of Wands. Again, there's nothing that is stopping you from living your truth. Whatever it is that you want to be creative in, whatever it is you want to start new, whatever it is you want to push forth, you're just going ahead and you're doing so, because I feel that the communication that is coming in from within yourself, the listening to yourself, the listening to your own advice, because I feel that in the past, Virgo, and that's something that's definitely, if it has not been shown to you during October, November, it's something that is definitely going to become very clear in December, that you tend to give advice, but when you're in the same position, you fail to take your own advice. So there's somebody here that definitely learned that yes, you give very good advice, but now you yourself can use some of the advice that you have given others, and that in itself kind of gives you this freedom or this space where your communication, again, not just with yourself but with others, is completely changing. For December, we again have the Chariot. Any answers, any clarity that you have been seeking, even if you go ahead and you get a reading, even if you go ahead and you watch tarot, whatever it is, there's always a piece of information. There's always something that always comes from within you. And that is something that you are finally getting. That is something that you're finally it's like you feel it, you sense it, that yes, you can get a reading and it gives you clarity to a certain point. But the best clarity, the final decision always have to come from yourself. It is not about you not seeking help. It is not about you not looking for assistance when it's needed. But it's also knowing that at the end of the day, regardless of whether, let's say you get a reading or whatever it is, at the end of the day, you have to sit with yourself and see exactly what those messages mean. What is it that those messages mean for you specifically? And the Crown, we have the Moon. And the beautiful thing with the Moon here, when we look at the Crown with the understanding and the consciousness, the enlightenment, the really trying to see what it is that you have missed, let's put it this way. There is definitely an understanding that things are only revealed to you when they're meant to be revealed. If all the answers are given to you right away, right, as you start a challenge or something like that, there is then this space where you may take the trial or the challenge itself for granted. So there's definitely an understanding of everything that you have experienced, an understanding of every challenge, every chaos that has come your way, and being grateful for it because it has allowed you to get to the space and to the place where you are now. Alrighty. I'm going to just go ahead and pick out some cards when it comes to love specifically. I'm just going to pull out 3 cards for love specifically. For love. We have the Hermit in the reverse, the 6-way. Oh, that's why I have my deck upside down, guys. Sorry. I decided that at least this deck, since I'm using them for the chakra, I'm not taking any reversals. I just thought that one may have flipped out on its own. So the next deck that I'm going to use to clarify will have reversals in it. And it was just something that I was led to do, guys. So let's go ahead and see for love. Give me 3 cards for love. We have Judgment. We have the Chariot. And we have the 6 of Swords. So with love, we have the Judgment, the Chariot, and the 6 of Swords. So there's definitely here, what I'm picking up, there's a connection here that was supposed to bring judgment, let's say, or that you thought was supposed to bring you judgment. This was somebody that you dealt with for a long period of time, or there was a lot that happened during the time that you were with this individual. So there's definitely, the judgment was not what you thought it was. You thought that judgment was getting back together with this person. And what has been revealed to you, or what is going to be revealed to you with between October and December, is that your judgment comes when you release this individual. Your judgment comes when you let go of this connection. Whoever this individual is, so we have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and then the Chariot. There's definitely one party, one of you that wants this connection, and the other person has their guard up. The other person does not want this connection to move forward. they have either found somebody else, or they just find that it just takes too much work to accept you as you are. So you're definitely being asked to walk away from this connection, from this relationship. The Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Eight of Wands. There's no balance. And the thing is that the harder that you try to find balance within this connection, the harder or the longer that it's going to take you to get over this person. So as your outcome, releasing this, realizing that there's nothing here, there's nothing left here within this connection. We have the Moon, the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. There is definitely something that is being revealed to you with this Moon card about this connection, what it was meant to do in your life. And when you finally accept that this connection is something for you to release and not to go back to, you are going to feel in power again. You are going to feel like you're back in control of your life, and it's going to allow you to move forward. So it really doesn't matter whether it is that you come to that conclusion in October, November, or December, but it's definitely going to be a complete acceptance and understanding of what that connection really was. I just wanted to go ahead and pull out 3 cards for career when it comes to Virgo. So we have the Emperor, the Empress, and the Six of Cups. Definitely going into whatever it is that you're going into, let's put it this way. Your creativity during this time is definitely heightened. For some of you, this creativity is either going to allow you to launch into your own business or get a high promotion. But there's definitely, with the Six of Cups energy, there needs to be a release of what didn't work out financially, what didn't work out career-wise, in order to allow the energy of what is trying to be created during this time to come through. So whatever business didn't work out in the past, whatever, if your job passed you off for a connection, not for a connection, for a promotion, kind of let that go, because I feel that if you were passed in the past for a promotion, it's like you're going to get a better promotion than the other person had, or you're going to get a job offer from like a competitor, like somebody that competes with your current employer. So we have the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Hermit. Not having something take off when it comes to career, when it comes to finances, kind of made you seclude yourself, or kind of made you doubt if you were in the right line of work, or if you were following the correct path. So there's definitely a need to come out of that energy and do not allow that whatever the Six of Cups energy was for you, whether it was a promotion that never happened, or a career that didn't take off, a business that didn't take off, it's like, do not allow that to hold you back, because it's like with the Hierophant, something is showing you, maybe there's just, if this is in business, maybe there's just a simple tweak that needs to be done. Or something that needs to be added, or if this is like, there's a promotion, it's between you and another person, there's something that is going to be revealed to you, or something that your employer is going to see that is going to allow them to see that you're the better choice. And again, if the promotion was already given, I feel like there's another promotion that is coming, that is going to be available within your job, that is higher than the one that you had originally applied for. But I feel that this is coming towards you. So it's like maybe your employer is now seeing you in a different way and wants to offer you this promotion, or is asking you why you haven't applied for this promotion, because you're definitely a qualifying candidate. So we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, the Lovers, and then the Devil in the reverse as your outcome. So definitely with the Seven of Wands, it's like, do not allow anything that was challenging, or anything that didn't go the way that you wanted, or the way that you planned, stop you from going for what it is that you truly desire, what you truly are trying to work towards. With the Lover's card, with the Devil in the reverse, I feel that those energies that would hold you back, or that would have you in a space of like the lack mentality, or in a space where you felt that you weren't good enough, that energy needs to be released. That energy needs to kind of, you have to make peace with it and just kind of let it go. And that is what I'm picking up for you guys, Virgo, for October to December. Well, guys, again, this is definitely a new way of doing readings. So I'm going to go ahead, get this uploaded and released. So let me know what you guys think, if you guys like this format or not. I feel that it flows a little bit more, and it definitely allows me to do other things during the week as well, and during the month, as well as being able to provide you guys with more private readings. Well, thank you for the time that you spent with me. Thank you to all of those that have been donating to the channel. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.